Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Well, actually, please sit. For the throne that's seen more confessions than a priest, more tears than a soap opera, and more drop-offs than an airport. The one, the only, water closet.
Thanks, Brenden. Let's flush the awkwardness away. We're talking about something everybody on the planet uses, but nobody really wants to talk about. Toilets.
Absolutely, Bailey. Thanks for the introduction. From ancient stone slabs to futuristic smart seats, toilets have a surprisingly fascinating history, a clever bit of science, and even a set of laws that you probably didn't know existed.
The need to go is timeless. Archaeologists discovered ancient toilets in the Indus Valley, complete with drainage systems, dating back to over 4,000 years ago. The Romans turned it into a social event with public latrines and running water. They even used sponges on sticks for wiping. Yep, that happened.
Yeah, Bailey, that's gnarly. But did you know that in medieval Europe, people used chamber pots and emptied them into the streets? That's where you get the phrase "gardy-loo," which is a warning or a shout before tossing it out the window. Beware of the water down below.
That's totally gardy-loo, Brenden. By the 18th century, things improved. In 1775, Alexander Cumming patented the S-trap, which kept sewer gases from coming back up. It was one small bend for plumbing, one giant leap for noses everywhere.
Can't you just smell the flowers? Now, despite common beliefs, when you flush, it's not just water disappearing, it's fluid dynamics in action. Most modern toilets use a gravity-based flush system. Water is stored in the back of the tank, into the bowl, repeatedly filling the siphonage tube. Once the tube fills, suction kicks in, pulling the waste and water into the sewer pipe.
Inside the tank, a flow valve controls the refill. As the water rises, it shuts off the flow. Efficient, simple, and beautiful.
The water held in the back of the tank is released by the flapper, which activates once the handle is pulled.
Some use pressure-assisted flushing for more power, while others, like dual flush models, give you the choice between a small or large flush, saving water.
Now that's eco-friendly. Just be sure to have a properly seated plastic or wax gasket at the bottom of the toilet. We don't want leaks in the basement. Now let's explore the culture of toilets around the world, because they're all different for different countries and different needs. Let's take a look.
Toilets, just like people, we aren't all the same. Not all toilets are created equal. Around the world, designs vary widely based on culture, water availability, and technology. In Japan, your toilet might greet you, warm your seat, and clean you better than a spa. These smart toilets even include sensors to monitor your health. Squat toilets, still common in Asia and in the Middle East, are praised for better posture, and in eco-conscious areas, composting toilets turn human waste into usable fertilizer without using a single drop of water. Bidets are also booming in North America post-2020. Thanks to toilet paper shortages, clean, efficient, and surprisingly refreshing.
Now let's talk about the serious side. Over 3.5 billion people don't have access to safe sanitation. That leads to disease, contaminated water, and unnecessary deaths every single year, especially among young people and children. Groups like WaterAid and the UN's WASH program are working to build a better infrastructure. Every toilet installed in the right place can save lives. Whether it's a $5,000 smart toilet in Japan or a $50 composting one, access matters more than the features. Every person, every dump, every time.
If you're building or renovating in Ontario, your toilet setup isn't just about style. It's got to follow the OBC, the Ontario Building Code. Here are some toilet rules under the OBC you should know. 1. Every building must have an adequate number of toilets based on the use and its occupancy. For homes, at least one toilet is required. For public buildings, the number is calculated by occupant load and gender. 2. Any new public washroom must have at least one barrier-free toilet stall. The stall must include grab bars, clear space for wheelchairs, and accessible signage. 3. A toilet must have 750 millimeters or 30 inches of clear space in front and at least 375 millimeters or 15 inches from the center line of the toilet to any side of the wall or fixture. 4. Toilets must not exceed 6 liters per flush or single flush models, or 4.1 liters average for dual flush units. 5. Every toilet must properly be vented and trapped to prevent sewer gases from entering the building. Whether you're DIYing a bathroom or working with a contractor, knowing these codes keeps you legal, safe, and sanitary.
Just in right now, we're getting a call from our local foreman. He's gonna talk to us a little bit about the manufacturing of water closets.
Hey, I'm Gavin. Just going to talk about the manufacturing process when it comes to water closets. So toilets are typically produced via molding process using ceramic materials like vitreous china or most commonly porcelain. Manufacturers create molds, cast the toilet unit, fire them in kilns, apply glazes for durability and aesthetics, and then conduct quality testing for durability and proper function. Lean manufacturing often guides operations to minimize waste and optimize efficiency, with special care taken in logistics to prevent damage during transportation. Materials that are used for the main body include glazed ceramic for water resistance and hygiene. For the internal components, you'll typically see plastic for the flappers, floats, and fill valves, and metal/plastic for handles and bolts.
So Gavin, let's just hear from you a little bit on the installation process of water closets.
The installation process of a water closet comes with 5 main steps: the rough-in stage, setting the toilet, supply line connection, seat and lid, final adjustments, and accessibility compliance. For the rough-in stage, you install a proper flange on a waistline, ensuring correct height above the finished floor. You also want to ensure that drain pipes meet OBC diameter requirements, which is nominal pipe size 3 flange. For setting the toilet, you want to place a wax ring onto the flange, seat the toilet bowl, tighten bolts. You also want to attach the tank if separate. Ensure tank to bowl seal is leak-free. The supply line connection, you want to connect water and shut-off valve, turn on the water supply, and allow tank to fill. For the seat and lid and final adjustments, you want to install a seat, adjust the fill valve and flapper chain length for optimal flush volume and prevention of running. For accessibility or public washroom, adhere to seat height, flush control force, and clearance requirements per OBC.
Thank you for that great information, Gavin. We'll use that next time we're on the job site. Next up, we have Connor, our local service technician. He's gonna walk us through some of the service aspects of water closets, how to serve them better, and what problems can occur with them in your home or on the job site.
Here are common toilet issues and how to resolve them. If your issue is the running toilet and the water continuously flows, you can fix it by replacing the flapper or adjust chain, clean or replace valve. If you have insufficient flushing action, you can tighten the handle nut, check chain length, clean rim holes under bowl. If the issue is leaking at base, such as water pooling around the toilet, you can replace the wax ring seal and reseat the bowl. If your issue is a loose handle, as in the handle moves without flushing it, you can tighten the tank side nut. If there is clogs, such as slow or blocked flushing in the toilet, you can use a plunger or toilet auger. Some maintenance tips would be regularly check for leaks around handles, base, or connections. Clean the bowl and tank internals to prevent mineral buildup affecting parts. And replace worn components such as flappers, fill valves every few years or sooner if issues occur.
So the next time you sit down on your humble porcelain throne, remember, you're a part of a long, evolving story, a story of science, engineering, culture, and dignity. Thanks for watching.